So, last year we touched upon this a little bit, the Todd Walker Teammate Award and what Todd meant to the program a little bit during camp, and it's a great luxury, it's a great honor for us right now that Todd's parents, Pam and Mark, were able to come out with us today, spend the afternoon, spend the evening, watch you guys compete. It truly means a lot for them to come out and for us to still make sure that we keep Todd's legacy going in this program. And as I mentioned before, guys, if you don't know, for some of the freshmen, Todd tragically in 2011 was shot and killed when he was home in spring break in Colorado. And he was at a party, he was walking a friend home, and someone tried to mug them, and he defended her honor. Unfortunately got caught in the crosshairs and didn't make it. And from talking to some of his former teammates and Coach Mack and people that were around him a lot more than I was, I think the common theme was just how an infectious a personality he had. I think he was someone that just lightened up the room everywhere he went. He had that personality that he made you better just by being in his presence. And I was talking to Andy when they had a ceremony of life after his passing. You know, he had been on campus for maybe a year and a half, just under 2 years, and there was around 1,000 people on campus that came here. So in that short period of time, all the different lives, all the different people that he influenced, I think that truly epitomizes who he was as a young man and who he still is right now in heaven. And, you know, we talk all the time, you know, about being a beacon of hope, having a positive attitude, right? We said we want to be a thermostat, not a thermometer, right? Meaning you guys set the temperature of the room when you come into it, right? It's your job to control your 20-foot square sphere, making sure that you can make everyone around you better, and be uplifting and be somebody that can be a role model for others, have a positive influence on everyone around you. And that's vastly more important than all the touchdowns you score, how many tackles you guys have, right? If you guys can leave our doorsteps and become better men because of our program and some of the things that we're teaching, that's ultimately what it's about. And that's who Todd was. Was he a tremendous athlete? Yes, but I think it went far beyond the gridiron, the impact that he had with his teammates, his loved ones, his family members, everybody in the Durham community. It's because of how he showed up every single day. He was selfless. He worked his tail off. You know, he was an elite worker. And one of the stories, guys, you know, right before he went home from spring break, you know how Coach Mack would do about 5 straight months of mat drills. We're a little softer on you right now than we used to be. But the last mat drill that he had before he went home, he was a top cat that day, and then the last competition, he's super cat, and you guys know, you've been through it. He was 12-0 in that competition, so he was a fierce competitor, but he was equal and even more so just a great human being, a great person. So just truly honored to continue this tradition, to make sure that we can keep Todd's memory alive in our program. You guys are so fortunate right now to be Division I athletes. You're in the prime of your lives. You're healthy. You know, you can play football. You can play a game that you love, right? So I encourage you guys, having moments like this, right? We got to make sure that in moments of tragedy, right, we can still be uplifting. You can understand. Make sure that you guys don't take anything for granted. Right, you show up every single day, become the best version of yourselves, right? Because not everybody can do that right now, right? And obviously, we wish Todd was still alive to see you guys compete tonight. Make sure you have him on your heartstrings when you guys are going, right? It's a little hotter. You guys get a little tired tonight. We're getting more reps than we have all spring. Okay, work as hard as you can, right? Because you guys are allowed to do that, right? And some people simply aren't. Okay, the guy that's winning this award this year. I can't think of a better recipient for the Todd Walker Teammate Award. Okay, he's somebody who truly is selfless, great personality. I think he's one of the most elite workers that we have on the team. He shows up every single day, and he just makes you laugh. He's fun to be around. He's always joking around. He's just a playful, boisterous guy. He just has a larger-than-life personality. On the football field, guys, he's somebody who had to move positions, okay, this past fall. He's someone that came in, he redshirted, he was a 3-year contributor and starter on the offensive side of the ball, okay, playing receiver, and we were just decimated at the corner position in that Fordham game, guys, right? So it was whatever it was, week 12 or 13, we're in the playoffs. It's a long, arduous season. Injuries happen. This is a physical game, okay, but we were battle struck at the defensive back position, and Charles Briscoe stepped up, guys. Yes, sir. I remember sitting sitting in the office and having to have that tough conversation with Charles and look him in the eye. And sure, at first, was he a little upset? Was he a little taken back? Like any of us would be if we're switching positions. But he didn't blink. He didn't waver. He looked me in the eye and said, "Coach, I'll do whatever I can to make this team better." 2 short days later, he's in the game. He played 15 to 20 snaps. You know, he had a PBU. He was in there. He's making plays. Okay, and then he decided, hey, I'm going to dedicate myself this entire offseason to play in a position I haven't played probably since high school or middle school ball. He had an unbelievable offseason, right? As good as anybody, put on a ton of weight. He looks great. He studied with Coach DeAndre and the defensive staff and Coach Gillick and learned the intricacies of playing in that position. And you guys, he's led the team right now. He has 5 picks, 3 pick sixes right now. It's a pleasure to coach guys like Charles. It's truly humbling. I think that's what makes this program so special, guys, is that you guys truly remove yourselves and you make it about everyone else. You're selfless. Your teammate, right? We say it's team, teammate, self. But you guys embody that. It's not just lip service, right? We say this all the time in the recruiting stuff, and it's not just a ploy. You guys embody that. You live it every single day, and it's truly humbling as coaches to be able to coach you guys because that's who you are, guys. You truly, you're UNH men. You're great people, and I couldn't think of anybody, right, more deserving of the Todd Walker Teammate Award than Charles Briscoe. Yes, we did this before. We're gonna go back. Charles is gonna represent Todd, and he's gonna ball out tonight wearing number 80 in the
Yes, sir.